She don't dey drive rappers. Hello guys, how you guys doing? Yeah, it's another day, another episode, and as usual, promises to be another exciting one. Yeah, welcome, welcome to our live stream for today, episode 39 of our FOREX LIGHT sessions. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Are you feeling? Are you happy to be here? Are you excited? All right. Are you ready to make some money for yourself? Yeah, eventually that's the goal, right? To make some good money. Yeah. If you can have fun while doing that, I mean, why not? Why not? Yeah. So today is gonna be another exciting one. Absolutely, it's going to be another incredible session. Alright. Yep. 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 Ba-da, 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 ba-da. What's going on with my network? Don't tell me you're not in the mood. Do not tell me you're not in the mood because the session is going to be successful. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be great. All right. Good. Thank you. Thank you. You're way too kind. Yeah. So today we'll be doing some back tests. Yeah. Yesterday was really good. Today's Saturday, so the market is closed. The markets are down today. At least that's talking about the forex market. All right. Yeah, they're on a break today. Of course, weekend. So yeah, we won't be trading. But that does not mean we can't do forex. That does not mean we can't improve ourselves. And this is the best time to actually practice and practice and practice. Talking about practice, that means back testing is one of the best ways to practice your trading system, especially when you already have an established trading system. All right, especially when you already have an established trading system, back testing it. Weekends are the best time to back test and verify the accuracy of your entries. All right, verify the quality of the strategy and basically build your confidence in that strategy so that when once the market open during the weekday and you start trading, you know you can trade with so much confidence, so much confidence that basically you can do anything. You have that invincible feeling in the market, and you'll be able to take trades without hesitation. All right. Succeeding in forex has a lot to do with confidence. In fact, it has everything to do with confidence. You need absolutely high levels of confidence to succeed in this market. All right, it's very important. You need very high levels of confidence to succeed in this space. So yeah, the place of confidence, the place of self-confidence cannot be overemphasized. The place of and that means having confidence in your strategy, having confidence in what you're doing, all right, in your ability, all right. It's very important, and one of the best ways to develop that confidence is by doing these back tests. All right, one of the best ways to build that confidence is through the back test we are about to do right about now. All right. All right. So I'm just going to I'm not using a particular strategy right now. My strategies. That's the thing with forex. There's so many strategies out there. All right, and if you don't have the most successful traders that I'm at least the ones that I'm aware of, they all have their strategies. All right, they have strategies that they use in the market. All right, things that they look out for, things that they look out for, and things that are very clear and specific that they look out for. And if they don't see those things, they don't trade. They trade only when they see those things, and that is where back testing comes in. Back testing, you can verify the accuracy. You can verify the strength of those factors, and if they actually work. All right, if they actually work. All right, if you've tried it on the back test and it actually worked in the back test, that will give you so much more confidence to use it on the real market. All right, so but right now, I don't really have any clear cut strategy that I want to say that I want to point out, that I'm using right now. Yes, I have some, but what I want to practice today is just my general knowledge. All right, I'm planning to start swinging, like to go in on swing trading, as trading the higher time frames, and yeah, so I just want to do a bit of back test on that right now. So this is the daily chart. This is the daily time frame, and let's see what I if I can figure out anything from this. Okay, this is not a trend. This is just a sideways movement. All right, for me, this is by no means a trend. This is just a sideways movement of the market. All right, let me see. Okay, it could be an uptrend, right? And we can call it an uptrend. You know, basically, moving sideways but to the upside. So in the spirit of uptrending, all right, that means I'll be looking at the Fibonacci setup here. I'll be looking at the Fibonacci setup here, expecting the market. And what am I doing? Guys, forgive me. I don't know. Am I tired or what? Am I tired or what? Okay, so I'm looking at the Fibonacci. Now, why am I using a Fibonacci? And why did I call it an uptrend? Okay, let me show you guys why I called it an uptrend. So we have the market does this. This is the start of the move, right? The first impulse. Okay, good. So it impulsed all the way to this upside. Then we had a pullback. Then another the second impulse. Then another pullback. All right, are you guys following? Good. Then we had the next. Then we had the next impulse. That's the third impulse, and then another pullback. All right, another pullback. Then we had another impulse, and then this latest pullback. So right now the market is setting up for another impulse. Now the thing about this is that impulses shouldn't be taking so long, right? Let's look at the impulse that we've had so far and see the difference. Look at this one. Do you know how many days? Let's look at the distance between the impulses. This is 16th of March to 5th of June. Okay, let's use our ruler to identify the difference in days. So this is 84 days. Okay, 84 days, and then the pullback took how many days? Pullback took 8 days. Okay, anyway, it was a short pullback, so that's all right. Okay, the next one took how many days? It took 76 days, right? And then the pullback took 60 days, all right? Now the next impulse took 195 days, wow. And then the pullback took 99, took 99 days, okay? Then this latest impulse took 62 days. Then the pullback took 39 days. So this current impulse is on how many days? It's already on 88 days, and look at where it is. It's already on 88 days and it's not even close to the peak. So that means, well, honestly, ideally, now let me go back to the theory that I was trying to explain. Ideally, the impulses take shorter period of time than the pullbacks. Now, another thing that we'll consider is the distance of the each of them. Now, if you look at how many pips this impulse took and how many days, if you divide it, the value you will get, I'm sure if you do the same thing here, consider how many pips the pullback and then you divide it by how many days, you realize that on a per day level, this impulse actually moved as a higher movement per day, right? Higher average peak movement per day, right? That's average daily range ADR. It's a term in forex, all right? So overall, the impulses move faster than pullbacks. So pullbacks move quite slowly, all right? So when I see market moving very fast, moving well, that means you know it's more like an impulse compared to pullbacks. Now it is not cast in stone. These things it's in a flux. It changes, right? It changes depending on so many other things, so many market conditions, and general generally what's going on in that particular market at that particular time. All right. So, but that's the general idea. Now, going back to what I was talking about why I'm considering this as an uptrend, because this market is still forming higher highs and higher lows. Now, well, how do you qualify an uptrend? We have a lower low, then we have a higher high, and then a higher low, then a new higher high that broke the previous higher high, and then a new lower low that is higher than the previous that the higher than the previous higher low. Then it broke up again and produced a new higher high that is higher than the previous higher high, and then a new higher low that is higher than the previous higher low. Now, continually look at this one. It also produced a new higher high that is higher, right? That was higher than the previous higher high, and then the higher low is also higher than the previous higher low. That means it is still in an uptrend. So I expect this market to also rise up into to create a new higher high, right? That is going to be higher than this previous high. That is why I'm looking at an uptrend. Now the market can choose to reverse at this point. So I'm not going to just throw all my eggs in that basket. Considering that this is actually delaying as long as it is doing right now anyway. It's not really going as smoothly. It's not really going as speedily as this one. Look at this move. Look at this move. So sharp. Look at this move. So sharp, sharp and straight. Compare that to what we have here. Then it's no longer as straight and clear. It's starting to lose that momentum, that strength, that energy. So I wouldn't be banking on this too much, but at least I have a general idea of what is going on and what I can look out for. All right. I have a general idea of what is going on and what I can look out for. Now, this is a retracement. Now, in the spirit of an uptrend, this was a retracement, it got to the level, and then it's moving up. Good. So I'm looking at the market moving up beyond this area. All right. That's the end of the Fibonacci for this point. I don't need it right now. So I'm going to delete that. So now looking, I can't really see any trade on this one right now, right? I can't see any trade right about now, but let me let me dial in on my trend line. All right, this one is too far away from where the market is right now, so I'm creating a new one that is closer to the current market, to the current price action, so as to see, if I can see if I can identify any opportunities from that. All right, so now I'm on the 4 hour time frame. All right, good. So on the 4 hour time frame, I'm seeing this. Let's see. There's a trend line for us to work with here. Okay, okay. Let's see. There's a trend line for us to work with here. On my trend lines, I respect the wicks of the candle. For my trend lines, I respect the wicks of the candles. All right. Mm, okay. And this, contact this, and this. Okay, good. So as you guys can see, this trend line is actually being respected. This trend line is actually being respected. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. So to an extent, is it is very valid. It is very very valid. All right. So I've got two lines trapping this price in this area in a kind of channel, more or less. So let's see what we can do with that. Let's see if we can find any opportunities with that. All right. So this is the 4 hour time frame. So the market is not necessarily okay, since it is still respecting this downtrend line, so we can't even say fully if it's we can that market is any I said it's going sideways. Yeah, it's going sideways generally, but even while it's going sideways, you can still find a bit of a trend here and there, depending on where you're looking at it from. All right, depending on your context and also depending on the time frame. All right, so on 4 hour, this is what I have. Market is trapped, moving sideways. Good. And you can see it's close to the upper level of this sideways movement. It's close to the upper level. So I'm looking out, there's a likelihood for us to have a sell at this point. All right, there's a strong possibility of having a sell at this point. All right, there's a stronger possibility of having a sell at this point. So I would like to set a trade for this. All right, I would like to set a trade for it. It's going to be a low risk trade because it can as well break the uptrend. Even though it has not broken it, but that is a possibility. That is a possibility. Now, this would be the risky stop loss. This would be the safer stop loss. All right, but I'm going to need more confirmations for me to want to take this. But I'm trading naked right now, so I think I'm okay with this. My indicators are not showing right there, but that's fine. So I'm looking at this, looking at this as my risky stop loss, and this as my okay. No, sorry, this as my risky stop loss, and this as my safe stop loss. So the question is, okay, let's look at this first and see what our risk to reward ratio will be like if we are to take that. All right, so I'm trying to get my first TP. I'm looking for my first take profit on this trade. All right, I'm looking at my first take profit on this trade. Um, I'm looking at a strong level. Okay, I think this level looks strong. The level that is strong that the market may have a bit of trouble overcoming, or a level. Okay, now let me not even stress myself too much. All right, let me just do a trend line. Let me do another trend line to see if that would get me my desired TP. Okay, good. If I work with this as my new Trend line. But that's not really a trend line. That's can only be a channel line. Yeah, it can only be a channel line and not a trend line. So this is my new channel line. So I can take my trade all the way to the to contact. Okay, I think I'm okay with this. So I have 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. All right, good. I'm gonna go with this. So my stop loss is LD enough. My TP is also LD enough. Now, remember we're looking at a buy bias. All right, we're looking at a buy bias. It's general uptrend. Even though this downtrend line is restricting the price right now, on the higher time frame, it's looking like it's an uptrend on the higher time frame. So I don't expect this market to come down all the way. But in case it does, I don't mind having a second TP. Yeah, that's trading. In case it does, I don't mind having a second TP. Now the issue with this is that then my risk will be too much. Except I'm doing on my demo, but on my live account, the risk will be a bit too much on my live account. Okay, it's what it's one ratio 5 risk reward ratio. Okay, okay, that's fine. That's fine. That means I'm risking about 70 pips for on this trade. Well, it's a higher time frame trade, so the higher the time frame, the higher the pips. Sorry guys, I'm still not used to the I risking too much pips because I'm just getting into swing trading. And yeah, swing trading, of course, with swing trading means with swing trading, having more higher risk is expected. Having larger lot sizes is yeah, it's well expected. So let's see what happens. To save time and make this trade go fast, I'm gonna move to the daily chart and play it from the daily chart. All right, I'm going to play out this trade on the daily chart. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens in a few candles. Okay, did you guys see what I just saw? So that was a lesson, a very fast one. That was a very fast lesson. Like now, the lesson I learned from this one is that for trades like this, where like I mentioned that it's a buy bias. I mentioned that earlier, right? It was a buy bias. Market was looking to buy, all right. But then I was relying on the fact that that trend line had not been broken before, so it was still holding on strong. So I expected a bit of reaction, and if I look at it, actually, the market already reacted. This was the reaction, all right. This was the reaction. It already did that reaction. So asking for it all over again is like, guy, I already gave you what you want. What does you want me to do? you know. So good, that's fine. Now on second thought, seeing this now at this point, fine, I'm okay. That means my up bias is actually confirmed. And what I'll be looking out for is to ride the up wave. And how do I ride the up wave? By looking for the retest, the break and retest. Now this was the area. All right, this was the area that market broke this area. So I'll be looking. Of course, that's already played out. So it's as if I'm just doing this because that's already happened. But yeah, this is what I would have done. This is actually what I would have done. I would have waited for a retest because anytime market breaks a structure, more often than not, it's going to retest that structure before continuing on its journey. So I would have set a buy limit on this one. Now, for my risk, this would be a risk. Okay, 37 pips. I cannot get that risk. So I would have risked that. Then my TP1 would have been this. Then TP2 would have been like crazy, like crazy. I would have made a lot of money with this one. Yes, I would have made a lot of money on this one. But yeah, market has moved. It has moved already. So let's move on. Let's continue what we're doing. So, but you guys, I'll be getting the idea of backtest. Backtest is basically, um, yeah, it's more like trying to act, all right, using historical data to test what you will have done, all right. You will have, what it's always best when the new candles have not been printed. That's why I use the replay button to cut back on the already printed candles so that I can see the future. So I'll be able to decide based on the past, and it will be more accurate without any influence. All right, it will be way, way, way more accurate and far more reliable than than just okay. Now this is another good. This is another break and retest waiting to happen. All right, this was another level. Yeah, more or less. This was another level. All right, and now the market is. I'm waiting for it to come back and retest this area. All right, my retests. I'm waiting for it around here. Then my stop loss will be below this 82 pips. That's fine. My take profit will be around this. But TP1 being that huge, I'm not sure I'm used to that. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So this is the trade that I'm looking out for right about now. Let me just look a bit into the past and see if there's anything I need to consider for that. Okay, network is not willing to cooperate. That's all right. We'll move on. I think the market has not really visited that area in a while, so there shouldn't be any concern. So let's allow this to play out. Let's allow this to play out. Oh shoot. Okay. Are you coming or not? Okay. I'm seeing a channel being formed. I'm seeing a channel being formed. So I would have built a channel and try and write it down to retest this and then come back down. If you want to retest and then come back down. Okay, test completed. Now it's coming back down all the way to this area. All the way to this area. That's not good. Oh, guys, what I exactly where I said it to come to, like, it's like magic, right? It's like magic, right? Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm glad about that. I would have made like some real, real, real money from that. Real money from that. Real sweet money from that. That's what I would have made. I would have made. But all right, that's fine. Unfortunately, it did not catch. It did not catch the trade I wanted it to catch. All right, it didn't catch it before it moved, but that's fine. We missed out on that. Let me see what happened. Let me see why we missed out on that. I'm gonna see what the market respected. So, because that's the essence. You learn, you improve, you fine tune your strategy, what you're doing, so that once you're ready, okay, let's delete that. Let me identify what the market saw at this point that made it reverse without me and my guys. Me and my guys. Me and my guys. Me and my guys. Okay, there's really nothing there. There's really nothing there. At least in the immediate past, there's really nothing there. So it just did what it wanted to do. It just like I'm not gonna give these guys what they want. I'm gonna do what I want. you know, it's fine. Sometimes the market just decides to be stubborn like that. That it happens. It's no big deal. All right. So what I'm looking out for next? Let me see the time. Okay, so it's we're 30 minutes in on this session. Okay, let's take one last setup, and then okay, this is June. Yeah, we still have a few months to go. Let's take one more setup and okay, no, let's go on. Let's go on. We have time. Let's go on. Okay, so I'm looking at a channel for me. even though it's just 3 points yet, and I need a fourth point to confirm the channel, but it's a possibility. So let me draw it out, and if I see a signal in that at that time, I'm going right in. I'm going right in. Now, okay, another thing that's okay. What is it? What a minute. Don't mind me. I remember it. That's a statement one of my colleagues, one of my colleagues' partners likes that statement. Wait a minute. I was just imitating the the, the old man. All right, so my Fibonacci is ready. Is ready to present an opportunity if such a thing happens. All right, so I'm looking at I'm looking at this level. I'm looking at the minus 0.27 level getting respected. What's going on now? I mean, come on, I don't like when things delay me like devices, network. It can be quite frustrating. So I'm looking at this area being respected at some point. All right, so that's let's let's chip that in. All right, let's chip that in. So let's move on. Let's see what happens. So like I said, I expect the market to come all the way down to this area. Okay, I'm seeing a channel formation right about now. Meanwhile, let me make this smaller so I can see my charts better. All right, so like I said I'm seeing a channel forming now, forming again. I'm seeing a wedge formation right about now. I'm seeing a wedge formation, and that is this. Okay, good. I'm seeing a wedge formation. Let's see if we can exploit that in any way. All right, let's see what happens. That's going to give us something. If not, then we move on. Okay, so that broke out to the upside as expected for a wedge formation, but unfortunately it did not retest before it. Okay, good. That's the retest, and then it's going up to the level I mentioned earlier. Pause now. Let me enter. Good Lord. Do you want me to enter this trade? Just keeps playing. Network. Not wasting what it wants to do. That's enough. Come on, guy. That is enough. Oh, shit. Guys, see what just happened? Exactly the point that I said it's gonna get to, like that area, and then it reacted. Markets will always do what it's like. This thing. It's not rocket science. It repeats the same thing over and over again. Like how did I know that was gonna happen? The tool told me it was gonna happen. Based on my experience with the tool, I've seen it happen many times. So most likely it's gonna happen again. And what happened? It happened again. It did what? It happened again. All right. Broke this. I said we're gonna retest. What did it do? It tested it. Then it moved. Then it moved. Now, even if I was skeptical about which what point it was going to stop the testing, once I see this kangaroo tail, this is a kangaroo tail, the powerful. Okay, yeah, not a powerful one because the body is not within the area, but it's still a kangaroo tail for me. I will still take it because I have confluences for it. So the test. So I would have taken a buy stop. All right, I would have taken a buy stop on this trade. My stop loss would be below the kangaroo tail. My take profit with my target, which is what told you guys earlier, just before my target. That's 2.4 risk reward ratio. And what happened? I have made my money again. I have made I have made my sweet money again. All right. I think I'll stop using that play button and just go one by one because network is not very friendly tonight. I don't know. I think my Fi device is it's not in the mood today. Maybe the battery or something. It's alright, we'll figure that out. So did you guys see what we just did together there? Right, these are the things that the market will always do things that it will always do things. Okay, good. I didn't even see it before. Look at what happened again. Market is doing something right now. Market is doing something right about now. Now this is an area. This is a supply and demand area. As you can see, something needed to react in this area. Resistance, support, resistance, support. So this area is a zone. Now in a zone, I'm having an engulfing candle in a zone one. I'm having an engulfing candle on the lower level of the channel two. Like I see what I'm saying. Let me know. I'm building up the story, right? This is an uptrend, right? Let's look for let's take our Fibonacci and see if our Fibonacci will also help us confirm. Okay, we have this move, this impulse, this retest, and then this move. No. That's broken this. So okay, no, we didn't break it. Oh. We didn't break this. So yeah, still valid. Still valid. Okay, good. So let's take our Fibonacci to this level, to this level, and then let's see if there's anything for us there. Okay, something is there. Something is there. So Fibonacci level also respected to an extent, to a good extent. Right now, this is an engulfing candle. I'm gonna take this trade, but it's gonna be a buy stop. It's gonna be of course, my trades are usually like that. I like them safe, safe and now this safe now. If it's gonna come down, if it goes below this level, that means it's going to that means the trade will most likely go down. You know. Now this channel is a bearish channel that is setting up for a sell. All right, this channel eventually it will sell. Now the question is when is it going to sell? That's what we don't. That's what we can't say yet. So we'll still play along where we are right now with that at the back of our mind, right? That this is going to sell eventually because that's what this channel is for. Channel is setting up a sell. All right. So let's clear this. Make our charts a bit reasonable. All right. Then this trend line as well. And it says it's still valid. It's still useful. Okay, yes, it is still useful. How about this trend line? Are you still useful? Yes, it is still useful. Okay, good. Now, um, my take profit would be somewhere around this. Okay, good. I will have this as my take profit one. My TP2 will be, of course, I'll put it there. I don't get to catch this kind of trades all the time. So when I have a chance to catch it, I'm gonna catch them. Because this will be on my demo account. Like this trade is too. No, depending on my account when I start trading, but this trade will be on my demo account. Yeah, my live account size can accommodate this, but I'm not worried. I'm not concerned. I'm actually happy. I'm actually excited. I can't wait. Because I know that my equity is gonna get this is gonna get big enough very fast to accommodate such big trades. So confident, I'm excited, I'm happy for what is coming. All right, so I think we are ready. I think we are ready to rumble. Let's see. I'm not playing. No, I'm gonna just go one by one to avoid what I've been struggling with. What was that? What was that? I think I see what I just saw. Good Lord. I think I see what I just saw. I'm sure I didn't see that alone. Let me replay it because that was crazy. That was on a different level of crazy. That was on a different level of crazy. And you see, just I hope it didn't just take me out of that trade. All right, I'm going to. Oh, good Lord. Okay, good. Now let me go to a smaller time frame and see what happened. I want to know exactly what happened. can't just take me out like that. No, 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 no. I'm not going. I'm not going to agree. Such a sweet trade. No. Okay, good. Now let's go slowly and see exactly what happened on that trade. They knew that someone like me was there. I think they knew that Josh, you is let's train Pepe. Let's teach me a valuable lesson. Okay, so the trade did it get triggered or not? If it did not get triggered, then I think I will still be okay. And this is midnight. I would have slept by now. I would be my bed by now. So there's no way I would have seen all this. Uh, okay, good. That market went down to my stop loss first. This was good. This was in the afternoon, so I would have seen this. In fact, I don't need to see this. All right, but basically, I have not entered the trade at this point. The trade has not triggered at this point. All right, let's see what happens next. Okay, good. Went below my stop loss level, but that's still all right. The trade has not triggered, guys. The trade has not triggered. Right, you can see the trade has not triggered at this, but still how many pips we made? More than enough. More than enough. I still have that's like 7 pips. So even spread is not enough to catch me on this one. I still have 6 pips. 6 pips between where the price got to and my entry. So I have not entered this trade. Okay, let's see. Let's move on. All right. So at this point, I must have entered the trade. At this point, I must have. Okay, good. Now I'm in the trade. So let's see what happens. This was a crazy day. Look at it. This must have been a powerful news. Look at the movement. How many pips was that? Just in just 1 hour. How many pips? Good lord. That was 130 pips. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we are in the trade. Fine. Let's see what happens. Now we are in the trade. Now I would have allowed this to happen. Thinking okay, the news will move it up and now with my money. So I would have allowed this to happen. So this will have happened to me like real time. You guys know I don't really monitor my trades that much. Once I set it, I leave it. More often than not, I check it just once in a while. So all the story, I never notice them happening. So let's get that in. Basically, I'm in profit. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I will have still been like this. Like I said, I don't monitor my trades that much, and I don't break even too fast. So I allow the trades to breathe. All right, that's just my style. I allow my trades to breathe. Okay, move, 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 move. Let's go. What are you doing? Are you going up or what? Okay, so I'm in profit. Okay, so I think I had to I think what happened on that time frame was deceptive. So this is the real scenario. So this trade actually is working quite well. I'm making some sweet money on this trade right about now. Can you guys see that? Yeah, I'm making some. This trade is moving. Okay, let me play a bit and I hope it works well. Yeah, I couldn't stand this speed at which it was going. Okay, let me plus and go to higher time frame. Let's do a 4 hour time frame. Now this is October. Oh wow, October. Okay, good. Almost there. Almost there. We are almost there. 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 You guys, the forex market is beautiful. It's interesting. It's enjoyable. If you know what you're doing, if you're making money, let me put it that way. Because when you're not making money, it can be frustrating. But when you're making money, it can be so enjoyable. You will love it. It can be so much fun and yeah, the place to be basically the place to be. And I'm making some good money today. I like the way this is actually working out. This is how the experts. This is what they do, right? They don't do more than this. Look at the market. They just do the setup because they understand different things. Like now, I saw the wedge formation. I understand what it means. I understand, okay, wedge. You know, because I've learned it, I've studied it in the past. In fact, I show you my assignments. I show you my assignments that I did learning all these patterns. In fact, even my coach then was amazed. I'm not trying to mess up. I'm trying to tell you that yes, I've paid the price to be able to know and understand what is going on. All right, I've paid the price. Yeah, don't mind this thing. It's just messing up. If I okay, let me cut it. I don't want to see this red. I want to see blue. I want to see money, and the money is showing me a good TP it. How many pips? We got 320 pips. Oh my goodness, guys. We just got 320 pips. If you tell that to some people, oh my god, they will just like, for real. Although on the other side, the risk is 152 pips, so it's no big deal. It's all about the risk reward ratio, not just the amount of pips. The risk is crazy. So it's just a risk of, it's just a trade of two risk reward ratio. So that's TP it. Okay, nice. Now let's see if our TP2 will work out or if we have to update our entry on this trade. All right, so let's see what's going on this trade. Let's see what is going on this trade. Now, okay, this is going up. This is going up. It has broken this previous, at least to an extent, it has broken this previous resistance. So it's I expect it to go. Now I can actually find an opportunity to scaling on this. Let me see if I'll see a break and retest opportunity on this one. If I find a break and retest opportunity, then I can even scale into this and make more out of this trade. I was not used to doing that, but that is money on the table. All right, that is money on the table. I don't want to restrict. The exchange is the only thing permanent in life. All right, everything is in a state of flux, so I can't stay rigid to my style a year ago, to my style 6 months ago, to my style 1 month ago. I need to be in a state of flux. All right, and adapt to market, adapt to my growth because I'm growing as well, getting better and better, I'm getting bigger and bigger. All right, so and I need to appreciate that and make the most of it. So in the past, once I set a trade on a pair, I leave that pair and go to other pairs. I don't touch that pair anymore because many times that I've tried to still work on pairs where I was already making money, you know, um, I tend to lose out from those interruptions that I did. So I decided to stop doing that. But that was because I did not know how to do it. Right? I did not know how to interrupt trade. I did not know how to still make money in a trade. But now I've learned that to an extent from my coach. So I'm able to do that to an extent now. So let me this is my opportunity to practice that. This price action is terrible. Like can you see what I'm got? It is all over the place. It is all over the place. I can't even do anything reasonable with it. It's all over the place. Let me allow it to settle down a bit. All these wiki movements. No, I don't work with that. I'm going back to my daily. Okay, let me go to 4 hour time frame. Let's go to 4 hour time frame. Daily will probably be a bit too big for now. So let's do it. Let's see what's on 4 hour time frame and let's move from there. Daily is too slow. Sorry, 1 hour is too slow. Daily will be too fast. And I want to see if I can scale in and make some money in this money. Make money in the money. Yeah, make money in the money. Not bad. Not a bad idea. All right. So I'm happy because yes, this setups are proof that I'm growing. They are proof that I'm getting better. They are proof that I'm on the right path, basically. All right. And it's a good feeling. It's a good place to be. I'm happy about it. Now, on a second thought, what if I set a trade, a low risk trade at this point? All right, now this would be my main trade. All right, then I said a small risk trade at this point that can go 1 to 10 risk reward ratio. tries to maximize stuff like this because having such a big stop loss is crazy. It's crazy. That's really cut down my profit potential by 320 pips, and I'm not even too excited because of my risk, you know. But if I had done what I just talked about, setting a very low risk trade, at a point in that trade where, but the thing is, would I have known that the market would come down and do a liquidity sweep? Because that was a liquidity sweep, all right? That was more like a liquidity sweep just to count many people, all right? Just to count a lot of people. So let's move on. I think that's a good idea. Liquidity sweep happen a lot in the market. Happens a lot in the market. To mean that it's going to happen more often than not, I can plan to leverage it. All right, I can plan to leverage it by setting a low risk trade in the ADAP liquidity sweep area. So even if I get taken out, it's a low risk, something I don't mind losing. But if I don't get taken out and I'm able to catch the trade, oh my goodness, now will be some sweet money. Right, that's the idea. That's the idea. Okay, so what's going on? What's going on? What are you giving to us this trade? Mr. Trade, what are you giving to us? Don't you ever say I didn't wanna do. Okay, this looks like who wants to play around. Looks like he wants to play around. Just want to mess around. That's fine. That's fine. So I'm going to let's see what we can make out of it. Let's see what we can make out of it. So I'm going to set my channel. Okay, so basically I would have broken even and taken out of this TP of the second trade. So that's that about that. Okay. Yeah, stop now, Mr. Player. Okay, that's fine. So come on now, calm down. You're making me miss out on some good trades. Okay, I have to intervene. This guy is not gonna stop if I don't intervene. Just wants to do what he wants to do. I mean, come on, seriously. Seriously, gets real. So that's December 13th. Okay. All right. So we are how many minutes in? Okay, good. We are getting close to 1 hour in for our session. All right. Are you guys excited? Are you happy? Because we're making money. Right. We're making money, and that is the most important thing. Make money and to enjoy what you're doing. All right. My network is really nice. It's really dragging today. It's not giving us the benefit to make the most and really enjoy ourselves to the maximum. But I want to believe you guys have gotten value. I've gotten value. I've enjoyed myself. I've had so much fun. All right. I've had so much fun on the session today. And I'm going to close it right about now. I'm going to close the session for today. Yeah. All right. So, guys, as always, have fun. have fun. It's important to have fun and enjoy yourself, right? Enjoy what you're doing. All right. There's no point just being serious, stoic, and unemotional. I mean, come on. When do you want to enjoy yourself? Is it when you achieve your goals? Like how many years in the future? 10, 20, 50 or 60 or 70? I mean, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Happiness is not like that. Enjoy it. Like this is also the life. Like life's already on. Enjoy it now. Enjoy the life that we have now. You don't have to wait till everything is aligned and you know. Yeah. So guys, take the initiative, make the most of the time, enjoy the environment, have fun, be good. Yeah, that's all for today, guys. I had fun. Hope you did as well. Thank you for joining this session. See you on the next session tomorrow. It's gonna be even better. Tomorrow is Sunday, and we're gonna do some very nice things to plan, to make the most of why we are here. The point is to make more money. Yeah, guys. All right, guys. Thank you.